You can automatically generate link records for each of the sublevels in the database schema. The links that are generated are based upon a link preface string and each record's subject text. The link preface string is specified in this green text box located at the bottom of the form. I have such a string on my clipboard. I'll paste it now, Control-V. I'll use the Enter key. I'll acknowledge this dialog. And next, I have to pick a file extension for the type of link we're going to create. For this example, I'll choose PDF. There are 4 Make Link command buttons at the lower left corner of the form, 1 button for each of the 4 sublevels. There are also 2 option buttons, one labeled Sub, the other labeled All. Note that only the Make Link Level 2 button is hot. The others are grayed out. That's because Level 2 was the last to have the focus. I'm going to click on the horizontal scroll bar at Level 3. Note that the Make Link Level 3 button is now hot. In a similar fashion, if I give Level 4 the focus, the Level 4 button is hot. If I give Level 5 the focus, the Level 5 button is hot. I'll put the focus back on Level 3. You can elect to generate link records for a single record or for all records at a given sublevel. That election is defined by the setting of the All option control. If the control is not clicked, then link records will be created for one record. If you check off the option button, links will be created for all the records at a given sublevel. When creating the link records, you can also specify whether or not the hyperlink should be constructed so as to place the target file in a subfolder. If the sub option button is not checked off, when the link is created, that link will not contain a subfolder component. If the option button is checked, the link will contain a subfolder component. To demonstrate, I'm going to uncheck the sub option. I'm going to uncheck the all option. And I'll point out that the link preference string that's in this green field points to a folder on my website that contains a collection of PDF files that already exist. Those PDF file names were used to populate the subject column in the records at Level 3. If we navigate Control-Home and use Control-K to examine the address field, you'll find that none of these records yet contain a link address. To create a link record for the currently selected record at Level 3 DAR, again, noting that the Sub button is unchecked and the All button is unchecked, specifying a file type of PDF for the link, we'll click Make Link Level 3. Note that that hyperlink record has been created. If we go back to the record, Control-KI, you can see now that the address field has been filled out. Also, the link text field has been completed. If I want to test this link, I can just use the Enter key. I'll click OK. And we've navigated to that PDF file. I'll close it with Control-D. We'll do that one more. Time. We'll drop down to the next record. Click the Make Link button, and we've created that link record. Note that we've only made links for 2 out of 26 records. If we'd like to make them all one time, check off the All option button and click the Make Link button. Note that all the records have been generated. We'll move up one level. Use Enter key to execute that link. Say OK. We've opened that PDF file. I'll close it with Control-W. In this next example, we're going to create hyperlink records for all the records currently in Level 3. These records were assembled by putting the name of productions for Camtasia Studio videos that have already been uploaded to a website. Those productions' names are mirrored by the values in the subject text. The links we need to make for this group of records will require a different preface string. So I'm going to click Clear Link Properties. I'll click in the green field, Control-V. That's our new preface string. Tab key. I'll confirm this dialog. This time, we're going to end the hyperlink records in _player.html. We're also going to check off the sub option because all of these productions were stored up on the website in subfolders. And the production names are exactly mirrored in the values in the subject column. Note that I've also unchecked the All option. I'll click on Level 3. We're at the first record, adding a subfolder component to the hyperlink ending in _player.html. I'll click Make Link Level 3. And if we go up into the end and examine that hyperlink, we can see that it went into this preface. And there's the subfolder component and the end of link component targeting the _player.html. Send that home. We'll go back up. Control-K. And if we examine the address property of the link, we can see that the address is there also. Drop down. We're ready to do the second one. We'll do one more by itself. Make link level 3. If I'm satisfied with the way this is working, I can check off all. And if I click Make Link Level 3 button again, I'll generate links for all those records. I'll go up one level, and I'll test this link using the Enter key. And there's our video playing. I'll close it with Control. You can just as easily automatically generate links to target files on the local system. In this example, we've already entered a preface string that points to a folder location on one of my external hard drives. At level 2, I have pre-assembled a collection of link names that mimic the actual folders that are in the locations specified by the link preface string. All these folders contain Camtasia Studio Productions. I'll configure the controls down here. I want things to go into a subfolder, and I'm going to do all the links at one time. We're working with the links in 2. I want the link to end in _player HTML. I'll click Make Link Level 2. I'll use Control Home. And to test that link, I'll just use the Enter key. And there's that first one. Control to close it. We'll try one more. I'll drop down and we'll take a look at this one. Enter key, and there we are. Control W. You can also configure link records to open a folder on the local system instead of a file. To do this, we're going to change the link file extension from one of the normal values, confirm, to a blank value. I think we're currently at level 2. We'll view Control Home to go to the first record. If we send the selector to the end, we see that we're currently targeting a file _player.html. Home. To change the link to open the folder with this, @blank, no sub, I'm going to click Make Link Level 2. If we go back up and execute that link, we've opened the containing folder. Of course, if we want to change all of the records to folders instead of files, we'll check off All and Execute. We'll go up to the first one. Execute that with the Enter key. We've opened that folder. Control-O will close the folder. I'll go back to the top using Control Home. To wrap this up, the key to easily creating link records is to initially set the value in the subject field to be the same as either the file or the containing folder. Once you've created your link records, you can edit the subject values to make them easier to read, which in this case would be to insert spaces between the words.